Ooh. Dude. 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 Got a new toy. And I'm excited. Because it's something I've wanted for a long time. And I got a couple things to do with it already. Blam! And of course it's all zoomed in. Because I don't know how to operate camera. Bam! Finally got me one of these. And first order of business right now, I'm thinking, is I need to go ahead and remove the mowing deck. Because I don't really want that on there when I'm dealing with the wondrous snow tidbits of cleanup that I need to do around here. So I don't have any instructions or paperwork, documentation, manuals, none of that crap. So I'm just gonna wing it. And this video may wind up very much titled "Idiot Removes Mowing Deck," because who knows what little bit I can see so far from right in there, which I don't know if the camera can see it all that well, but like right there at the front of the deck where that's hooked in, and this side on the back of the deck, it looks like it's honestly just like the same as the LX188, which is something I also already have, just beefier parts. So I am going to go ahead and get it started, lower the deck down, and see if it's going to indeed be that easy to just pull it off. It should be like the mechanism support bar in the front. There should be a mount like this right here. Pull this pin, rotate this forward to get it up out of the grooves, pull this bar out of the top of that, and then a pin here, one on the other side, and then removing the PTO shaft. In the case of the LX188, it's a belt driven PTO, but that, from what I can see so far, without crawling under it, that seems to be the only difference. So I'm going to get my little mini tripod for the camera, and I'm going to get to that. So, it looks as though we have, a nice actual setting right here. Install. And it does appear that it has dropped the deck down, I don't know, like the perfect amount here. To just to do that. So, let's see. It does. This is literally just a bigger version of the LX188 deck, except for the drive is driven by PTO shaft rather than a belt coming off the front. So, go ahead and get this unhooked. Okay, so we already got that one. Oh, that. Once that PTO shaft is diff. Never moving. I wonder if that's a telescoping shaft. Looks like it is, but I have to deal with that momentarily. Yep. So now I'll go around to the other side. Pull that pin out. And aside from the fact that I haven't gotten the PTO shaft all the way disconnected, like I popped it loose, but I think the shaft itself being kind of like stuck and stiff in the telescoping portion is stopping me from getting it all the way off the splines. So I'm going to try and back up just a hair to hopefully pop that free and hope that that works. Ever so. Oh, haha. Had to jerk it a little. So let's get back under here again. Yep. Shaft popped off. So hopefully this thing is robust enough. Looks like it's intended to be. I just, in four-wheel drive, and back up over it. And then I'll see about getting that PTO shaft the rest of the way off, if it's simple. And then I'm gonna pick it up and move it somewhere. But you can even see here, nice and potentially easy. There's the one that came off of this, for this tractor, for this mowing deck. And over here I got this one deck for the LX 188. And much smaller, obviously, because it's definitely a smaller tractor, but it is the same thing. Like, it's a little beat up and bent out of shape. But yeah, so that's one thing. If you have any experience with the LX 188, this is a similarity. The mounting is all the same, except on this you've got shaft driven PTO coming off the PTO, which is in the rear on this, versus the belt for that one on the LX 188, because obviously that's a what's a horizontal, no, vertical shaft engine, yada yada. So I'm gonna go ahead and back this off and take a better, different look at the mowing deck and see about putting it somewhere safe. that end does not have whatchamacallit. What in the world? This belt is insane. It's crazy looking. Alright, anywho, this belt, this shaft does not have an easy way to take it off that gearbox. So I'm gonna see if I can just pump some grease into this. Hey, well, I'm guessing when I see it coming up out through this end up here, I don't know if you can see it, but I'm guessing you can see it, the grease coming out right here. She probably got enough in there, but let's see. Oh. Holy crap. Alright, what is going on, for one, and for two, I didn't notice those bolt holes before. I wonder what those are for. Oh, there, cowboy. Alright, so that's as sucked in as it goes, I guess. Alright. That is fine. Stick that right there like that. Now try to figure out a safe way to lift this with the bucket. Yeah. I don't know how long it's been sitting like this, but this being left in here, this crap, that is unhealthy. That rots the deck away faster from the inside than any of the scuffs or missing paint on the outside. But I guess I'm gonna figure out a place to put this that's hopefully out of the way. Might have to hook on my plow and move it. So I can just set that deck over here with this other one. I don't know yet. I'll figure something out and then I'll actually be back. And I'm going to be putting those on. Alright, I did some cheating, took some shortcuts, and did things without recording. Just because it took me longer than I'd like to admit to figure out the tire chains. And then once I figured those out and started getting the left side on, I actually ran into an issue where there's a linkage that goes from here to up right there for the mowing deck. And what was happening is this part of the chain was rubbing on this end of the linkage over here. And there's some bending that's happened to it at one point. I don't know if that's a contributing factor to that or what, but that's a situation that I had to deal with. But got the tire chains on. I did a little bit of like snow moving around. I cleaned out a path I can get to my doorstep with. So you know, things, heavy things, whatever, whatnot, you just load from the back of my truck onto the bucket and just up to the door. Woohoo! Then of course, you know, I made a big snow pile for the kids to play with, play with, so on and so forth, yada yada. And I also did some cleanup, trying to knock this pile back some over here, because we got more snow coming either tonight or tomorrow night, I don't remember which. And I might tackle this some more, but I mean, as it is, I don't know how much more snow we're gonna get for the season, but I mean, managed to knock this back a little bit, and hopefully we're good. Hopefully we're good for the winter as far as, you know, a place to put all the snow. But yes, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to end this video here. I'm going to be definitely getting all kinds of, I will find excuses to use this thing. Something I've wanted since I was like 10 years old. So I'm happy I have it, and I'm going to find reasons to play with it. Yeah. Oh, one thing I did happen to notice after the fact, and it's kind of a crime. This is a Cub Cadet seat. Ugh. Oh well. Well, I guess that's it for this video. I gotta go pick up lunch. Hopefully something about this was mildly entertaining and worth watching, and if so, give the video a like. Throw down a subscribe. I am planning on doing some content around having this and things I can do with it and so on and so forth, so hopefully that actually comes to fruition. Alright, I'll see you in the next one, if you stick around.